Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video. And today we're going to be talking about Lewis Hamilton's thoughts on going up against Charles Leclerc at Ferrari, as well as some big comments that have been made by Lando Norris about McLaren and Ferrari. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content, but let's jump straight into the video. So let's start with Hamilton, who's spoken about going up against Leclerc at Ferrari. Now, as we know, Hamilton has spent the last 12 years at Mercedes. He's joined Ferrari this year, and he has a new teammate in Charles Leclerc. Now, Leclerc has pretty much been Mr. Ferrari since he joined the team in 2019. You know, he's very highly rated by the Tifosi, very highly rated by the team, and it's no wonder because he's put in some very strong performances during his time, and he's pretty much a champion in waiting. Now, Hamilton recently said that him and Leclerc at Ferrari is one of the best driver pairings the sport has ever seen, and I do agree that it's a really, really strong lineup. You know, we know how fast Leclerc is, we know how fast Hamilton is. Hamilton is also a 7-time world champion, and seeing those two go up against each other, fighting it out on the track, it's going to be great to see. Now, going into the Melbourne Grand Prix, Hamilton was asked about his opinion of Leclerc, and Hamilton felt it was Leclerc's work ethic that surprised him the most. Hamilton was quoted by motorsport.com as saying, "Naturally, I think every driver works really hard, but everyone has a different method and how they achieve that ultimate performance. And it's been really interesting to see he is not too dissimilar to mine, and you just see a hard-working kid just getting on with it. He's obviously been in the team a long time. It's his second team. Obviously, the team he was with before was relatively short there, and he's had this amazing time at Ferrari. And so he's very much Mr. Ferrari, and it's been really cool to work alongside him, and I'm really looking forward to working alongside him for the year." But let's move on to Lando Norris, with him hitting back at claims that McLaren could have the fastest car going into 2025. Now, when you look at Bahrain preseason testing, you would conclude that McLaren had the quickest car. You know, even though they didn't set the timesheets alight during preseason testing, you know, there were multiple periods where both Norris or Piastri were on really, really quick laps that would have easily topped the timesheets, but backed out of it. And then you've got Norris's race simulation on day 2 of testing, and this really did catch everyone by surprise, raised a lot of eyebrows, because Norris was around 1 second quicker than Leclerc and Mercedes driver Kimi Antonelli towards the final part of the long run. And yeah, it's really that race run that's made a lot of people think, including myself, that McLaren have an insanely quick car going into 2025 and could start the season the strongest. But Norris has now hit back at those claims, with him being quoted by Sky F1 as saying, "I know there's a lot of expectation, and that's what everyone says. My one race I did just made everyone believe this quite heavily. It was a good race run, but it was also in the most perfect conditions. Oscar did a race run the next day that was a lot slower, not because he drove worse, but simply because the conditions on the final day were considerably slower. I'm quite surprised so many people are so short-sighted, especially people you wouldn't expect to be, making so many conclusions before we even started the season, but everyone just wants to play that game of looking like the underdog and playing it down." So yeah, Norris playing down all the hype there's been about his race simulation, about McLaren's pace, and I do agree with him in the sense that, you know, everyone wants to look like the underdog going into Melbourne. And there have been a lot of claims that teams like Ferrari, Red Bull, you know, were sandbagging a bit during testing. And now Norris has made quite a revelation about Ferrari, with him going on to say other people looked extremely strong, including Red Bull, Mercedes, Ferrari. "I know how much fuel and stuff Ferrari has for a lot of the testing. You'd be surprised how quick they're going to be this weekend. People can talk what they want. I think for us, we've kept to ourselves. We keep focused. We want to be quick. We expect to be up there fighting, but I definitely don't think by the margin that everyone is saying." So yeah, interesting that Norris has called out Ferrari there, you know, going on to claim as well that he knows what the fuel loads were, with him basically implying that Ferrari were running a really heavy fuel load. So yeah, maybe Ferrari could end up being the fastest team in Melbourne. Who knows? We're going to find out very soon. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. And until the next one, take care. Bye.